Lawyers for Michael Flynn, President Trump's former national security advisor, are saying they are no longer going to share information with the president's legal team. What does this mean? A source familiar with the matter says this could indicate Flynn is about to plead guilty in special counsel Robert Muellers' investigation of potential ties between the Trump campaign and Russian involvement in the 2016 election. Flynn was subject to scrutiny during his brief stint in the White House over phone calls with the former Russian ambassador to the U.S., Sergei Kislyak. Flynn resigned in February. Zimbabwe has a new president. Emerson Mnangagwa has been sworn in as the country's new leader following Robert Mugabe's resignation this week after nearly 4 decades of rule. Mnangagwa was vice president under Mugabe, and has vowed to serve as the interim president until elections are held next year. Known as the crocodile for his political cunning and longevity, the 75-year-old Mnangagwa fled the country after Mugabe fired him earlier this month, a dismissal that triggered the political turmoil and apparent military coup that led to Mugabe stepping down. The search for a missing Argentine sub carrying 44 crew members continues, and the latest news isn't good. The Argentine Navy says a noise detected near the last known location of the sub on the day it vanished was consistent with an explosion. A spokesman called the an anomalous, singular, short, violent and non-nuclear event. Teams from a dozen nations have been searching by air and sea for the Era San Juan, which was last contacted off the coast of Argentina on November 15. Experts say the sub has enough air to last 7 to 10 days, if it remains underwater. A South African high court more than doubled the prison sentence of Oscar Pistorius, the former Olympic and Paralympic sprinter who was charged with murder after shooting and killing his girlfriend Reva Steenkamp in 2013. Pistorius previously was sentenced to 6 years in prison for the murder, which he says was an accident after he mistook Steenkamp for an intruder. Prosecutors argued the punishment was too lenient, and this new ruling increases Pistorius' sentence to 13 years and 5 months. Steenkamp's family says she can now rest in peace after a more appropriate allotment of justice has been served. Could the path be paved for the persecuted Rohingya to return to their homeland? Myanmar and Bangladesh have signed a memorandum of understanding on the return of possibly hundreds of thousands of Rohingya refugees to their homes in Myanmar's Rakhine state, but details like how such a return would be orchestrated and whether the refugees' safety could be guaranteed are fuzzy. An estimated 615,000 Rohingya refugees have fled across the border into Bangladesh since August, when a new outbreak of violence began between the Myanmar military and armed militants in the area. People are talking about these. Read up. Join in. These are the 11 hottest toys for this holiday season. Let's see. There are creepy finger puppet monkeys and a teddy ruxpin. What year is it? Your deep fat fryer could actually help cool the earth. A homeless vet gave a woman his last $20, so she helped raise thousands to thank him. Increasing light pollution may mean the end of starry nights. This virtual AI politician wants to run for office. Lots of pets and no talking. This is how we're trying to be. Click here to view.